here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. He'll have a first down past the 40. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Damian Harris, 75 yards. And the Patriots are on the board here first in the season opener. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the Iowa State product, it's Kene Nwangu. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Wilson gets rid of it quickly. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Now he will have a first down here at about the 40.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. They'll set up the screen for Nwangu. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Handoff here to Nwangu. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
Coming in, he really likes his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. 30. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
Here we go. Let's get him.
And this defense looking like they have come to play. The pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And he'll have a Jets first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game. You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
On first down, they'll run to Nwangu. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Allen Robinson there to make the grab. And the Jets have made this a one-score game. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. On 2nd and 9, Jones escaping the pressure right. It's brought in by Harris. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 3rd down. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat? In every meeting with reporters this week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
On third down, here's Harris. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is taken at the 23. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Jets will take over first and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun.
And I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. This hasn't been their cleanest first half of football. Last thing they wanted to do was give it up to the opposition, but able to keep it as it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, tough first half, no doubt about it. But if they turn it over there, now things turn a little, how would you say it, dire? And they didn't need that hassle at all. So being able to take care of the football is paramount. Fortunate bounce for them there in order to retain it.
Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now a give running left is Nwangu. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
46 to Mike, 46. Let's go, dude.
Now it's Wilson. That'll be complete to the running back, Nwangu. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Mike, 46.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now a first and 10 at the 11. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first. From the 5, 2nd and 4. Throwing again here, Wilson. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Myers connects on the PAT. We are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again. And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route, rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 44-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 miles.
On first down, Harris. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Off to Harris, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Target Harris. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. They'll run on first down. It's Harris. And down inside the 15 he goes.
92 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Damian Harris, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Patriots have taken the lead. A try here for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. On the give is Nwangu. They find some open field here. And he gets this all the way down to the Patriots' 27-yard line. A big gain there on 3rd and long.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Noah Fant, 27 yards. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied here in the second quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the clock reads 30 seconds to go, so really not a whole lot of time to speak of. Flush to his right. Lets this one rip toward Graham. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call. But they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Jones. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
This time they stay on the ground. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They go play action now. Wilson. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
43. Check, 43.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
He takes us from the 30 to the 34.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. He'll get this to Nwangu. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And he certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
There's a fast release by Wilson out to the flat. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other. He'll fire one downfield for Fant, and it is incomplete. I had a defender running right with him, and now it's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Completes it to Fant on the right side. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Nwangu. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And down to the 19-yard line.
That was 4th and what we would call long in that situation, wasn't it? That wasn't 4th and inches, was it?
No, I mean, you get in those situations, 4th and 3, 4th and 4. That's a lot to, what would you say, a lot of pizza left in that box.
It certainly is. Not everyone dove in on that one. In today's NFL, this is a passing down, all right? This is not a running down. That takes a lot of guts to call that play and even better execution.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Here's 2nd and 10.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Give left side here for Nwangu. And they're going to get him down shy of the first at about the 13-yard line. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. The Pats at the line ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
Is it hit?
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Jets have recovered.
And that, Charles, you'd have to think a pretty avoidable mistake.
You're exactly right about that, partner, because it all comes down to covering up the football. Look, turnovers are going to happen. They're inevitable. But in a tie game in the 3rd quarter, those turnovers can change the tide of the ball game. And now it's up to their defense to try and bail them out. Got to take care of the rock.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener.
Now a carry for Sanders. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Wilson. And it'll be intercepted.
Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the Patriots are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Quite a decision there on 4th down. They didn't just want the first. They wanted 6 points, and following the interception, they're going to come away with neither.
And that's too bad, partner, because they really went for it on that one, right? Because I think in their mind, sometimes the illogical play is a logical play. But in this case, they were wrong.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? It wasn't the line that jumped that time, the second level.
No, that's a great observation because most of the time it's those guys up front so eager to get off on the snap. They do it, but in this case, you're exactly right. Second level, probably because they moved up to the first level, and that hurts them.
On the give, this is Harris. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10, so now they can keep grinding out first downs and good things can happen for them. Just 2nd and short coming up.
Now here's another carry for Harris. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line.
120 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
On first down, Harris fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Lets this one rip toward Graham. A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. On the NFL scoreboard, they are in the 3rd now in New Orleans. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Play action. Now Wilson. Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Second and 10.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Now Wilson. He's going to look deep down the field. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a big play that time by the Jets. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Wilson. Quick hitch, complete. It's Pierce. Touchdown! A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Jets are going to take the lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead. The touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here.
They goes right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Damian Harris with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Pats are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Second down and 8.
Here's Wilson. Forced out to his left. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
On third down, Wilson.
They'll check that down to Nwangu out of the backfield.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Patriots take over. They're going to have terrific field position.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
They'll run on first down. Harris. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
And if you're thinking field goal from here, it's 48 yards. I think they'd like to get him a little help now on third down to move it closer. Looking to throw. Jones lets this one rip toward Graham. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Patriots have moved out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter.
Plenty of time on the clock. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
They'll run with Nwangu. Stays on his feet. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Another run now for Nwangu. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
They go play action with Wilson. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Now left side on the swing pass, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Here's Wilson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Wilson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Handoff here to Nwangu. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Second and 8. Throwing now is Wilson. This is caught by Robinson. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Don't forget the extra point. It's something good. Partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line ready to go. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
On 2nd down, it's Harris. And this is not going to be what they needed. They get a few here, but now 3rd down as the clock runs.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Now Jones lets this one rip toward Graham. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And now they're going to get the timeout. A huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to win. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And his kick here is good. And it'll be a good time in the Back Bay tonight. The Patriots have won the football game. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Patriots, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they'll return home next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to...
Salute when you see me. That jealousy is an ocean, and you either float or you sink. Moment of truth, credit check. You not approved, BB